Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns 2, bringing you another match of the Link's Awakening DX Any Percent No Wrong Whip or Out of Bounds tournament match. It is Winners Bracket Finals, TGH vs SeYsEy, and on commentary for you are Zintrudin and Xandacha. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, this is basically finals part 1, unless we see some upsets later on. We have our top two runners here. Yeah, finals part 1.
How many races are they doing?
1. But I mean, unless we see upsets in the loser bracket, they're gonna race again in the finals. So.
Right, whoever loses goes to losers bracket, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think my prediction would be pretty good if SeYsEy won, so...
I don't even remember what my prediction was. I probably had SeYsEy winning. Probably.
Just because, you know, we can't let the French be undefeated in tournaments.
Right.
So this is the any percent no wrong warp or out of bounds category, meaning doors have to take you to where they're supposed to go, and you can't go more than 3 pixels into a wall, and also transitional.
Heavily simplified.
Yes, there's definitely a little bit more to it.
A little.
But it's the gist of it. We allow 3 pixels in the wall because that's just basic wall clipping. It's really easy to do, and it's also useful for another trick later on called super jumps. So there's actually 2 glitches that just completely break the game. We're going to see bomb triggers first, that's the other one. However, I'll explain those when we get to them. We're going to be getting our sword first, because you have to get the sword in every category except Fish the Pond.
The most important category of them all.
It really is.
Which means getting sword is not canon.
Yeah. So we're seeing 2 methods of getting the sword here. One is using a little damage boost off the urchin, and that allows you to pick up the sword as soon as the owl lands. Because when the owl lands, Link just ever so slightly moves over a bit, as long as they're holding a direction. Whereas on TGH's screen, he comes from the bottom, and that allows him to more easily grab that rupee that just happened to drop. If that rupee didn't drop, then he would have lost time over SeYsEy. But only like a few frames, basically.
For a second, I thought he was just gonna walk off without getting it.
Yeah. I wonder if he didn't realize. Okay, TJ's getting really good RNG. He also did rupee duping, which is when you have a rupee land on Link's hitbox and also his sword or shield hitbox at the same time.
The double. Let's go.
Jeez. Yeah, this is, there it goes. Okay, so TGH has already got a pretty significant advantage.
Ooh, SeYsEy is struggling here.
Yeah, those, the grass can just screw you over. Like, it can kill runs immediately. This is horrible RNG. Like, this is almost slow for the grass.
Wow. There he goes. Probably about 25 seconds behind already because of rupees.
Yeah, and then you steal, because that's actually an intended mechanic. You also get a picture. However, buying the bombs does use an abuse of a game mechanic. That's what I'm calling it from now on. I don't care if it's a glitch or not. When you purchase something or get rupees, they have to like increase or decrease from your count. So you can actually interrupt that by saving and quitting the game. So what you do is you buy the bombs, and they immediately go into your inventory. And then from there, you just immediately save and quit, and you get the bombs for free. And that allows you to have enough. Except the trendy game. Unfortunately, we haven't figured out trendy game skip yet.
I mean, we have. It's just not faster.
True, yeah, that's just basically going to get the mushroom and then going to the witch's hut and stuff.
Yep.
We haven't discovered fast trendy game skip.
Yep, that's true. So yeah, they're heading
I don't think we're gonna be seeing a raft ride because Andy's not playing.
this week, maybe. This race, probably not.
Yeah, tune in
Although
for a
defined
race
this
later
week.
this week. You might see some raft riding.
Depends on how badly I do against Astro. Probably Astro. Because Astro versus Dragon hasn't taken place yet.
No pit walks. Come on, guys.
Shame. Absolute shame.
So we're gonna open D1 from the side because that's just something we can do. And now D1 is where we pick up the first of the most broken items. Oh, we also saw the bomb triggers. I didn't even explain it. We'll explain it later. So you need to get the feather. Now take a look at the walls. These walls are all ledges. And that means like if you were on top of them, you could actually just jump off. So we use that to our advantage by clipping into a wall and then just doing a few inputs and like a weapon or something. You gotta like do a jump and then push yourself away from the wall. And you actually trick the game into thinking you're on that ledge while you're actually on the ground. And
This game will just believe anything, really.
Yeah. It's gullible.
Oh yeah.
It's the most gullible game ever.
You just say, hey, give me this cutscene, and it'll give you a cutscene.
So we're gonna be doing, I think, three super jumps to get and leave the boss key area, or I should say the nightmare key. The first one coming up on TGH's screen right here, and just like that, and he's over. So we just use that to get a couple extra tiles ahead. And then that's just a bizarre one. I don't really understand how that one works.
Yeah, it's weird. I think it's because you like clip into it and you're just on the pixel where you can jump off.
I guess so. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to have the boat by this point either, but you know, we stole it, so like we have it. You know, we're not even using a glitch there. Here's the hardest boss in the game. Clean kill.
Better than his last race.
Yeah. Last race, Boldarm just decided to yeet him into the pit.
Now let's see if SeYsEy gets screwed over.
SeYsEy going for the spin slash, getting good RNG.
Ooh. He was a bit quick there.
Man, SeYsEy's like 30 seconds behind his PB just because of the rupees.
Yeah, it's awful.
So now we get to D2, and we need to get our best friend Bow Wow, who is actually also our worst friend. But first, we're just going to ignore these kids by pressing B.
He's not really our friend. It's more like our enemy, honestly.
Yeah, for the most part. You know, I think the game wants you to think he's our friend.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on. He screws you over more than he helps you, except in Armos Maze. But even there, he can screw you.
He's really just a big black ball of doom. Death and destruction.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Because he eats cutscenes. Like, what other monster eats cutscenes?
Yeah, right? He's just a portable black hole. And if you're not careful, you'll get sucked into it.
Oh, is that what happens to the pits in Rooster Sky?
Yeah, that's what happens.
It's actually being pulled into the black hole. That's why you fall in Bow Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You're not actually falling in the pits.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Oh, he slashed! Instead of releasing the spin. Yeah, that can happen if you press A again too quickly. It will just slash instead of doing a spin. It's weird.
It's very annoying against the Nightmare fight when you are on really great pace and you just get a little too anxious. Wow, instant eat.
Manip.
That is the sole reason we truly need Bow Wow. Otherwise, we would skip him, because you just lose way too much time trying to get him.
One day Bow skip will be viable. One day.
Yeah, we need to find some way of getting level 2 sword or doing D8 first. I mean, we have the resources to do D8 except for, like, maybe Bookshot.
What about the bracelet? Have you considered that?
Do you need the bracelet to complete D8?
How are you gonna get into D8?
I'm more concerned about completing.
Well, yeah.
But sure, yeah, the bracelet is a bit of a barrier too. Unfortunately, the bracelet happens to be in that same dungeon, so... I suppose there's also the hookshot. The hookshot kills the plant.
You don't need the hookshot to get there. It just makes it easier.
To get to D2?
The D8.
I think we're thinking of different things.
Oh.
Anyway, back to the run here. Before I embarrass myself by mistake. I think I already have, but you know. So we have cut D2 in half because all we need is the bracelet, and it's actually faster to do it later after D8 because we happen to be passing by on the way to the egg, and we've got better resources to finish it. Oh, by the way, we don't do the trendy game in this because of bomb triggers. And also the skip coming up called Villa Skip. So he's gonna listen for... He's gonna keep pausing until he hears a falling sound. And then he's just gonna hold down, and that's gonna transition him from the pit down like that. That's pretty good.
Didn't count how many that was. Looked fast enough.
It was like 3 or something. 3 is pretty solid. Sometimes you will get like 50.
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes you're just on the magic pixel of doom.
Maybe it's Bow Wow. Bow Wow's doing it. He's manipulating the pit.
SeYsEy got 6.
Okay, so neither player are actually too far from each other. So there's still time for SeYsEy to catch up.
Yeah, there is.
And for my prediction to be mostly correct.
Ooh, that was close. Almost picked that up.
So we're killing a whole bunch of stuff in this dungeon because there's just tons of stuff on the way. And also, you kind of have to. A lot of the rooms, you have to kill things in order to progress. And the reason we also want to kill things is because of Piece of Power. It's the only dungeon we can get Piece of Power, because when you save and quit, you reset the counter, and you need 30 kills.
And he misses it.
What?
I think he was trying to kill one of the Stelphos before, but he missed.
Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna... he's probably just gonna... Is he still gonna do the shield bump method without it?
He's gonna kill one of the Stelphos after he gets the Busky, I guess.
Probably. Yeah, I guess you don't really need it to do... Yeah, it's just fine. That pit jump's a little bit tighter, though. Oh, he's gonna... Huh.
Let's see what he
Get
does.
this one. There it is.
Yeah, he does still get it.
You really do want it, because like, it makes the boss much quicker.
Yeah.
It also makes getting to the boss a little bit quicker.
See if SeYsEy gets the French press. Ooh, messes up his menu. Oh, and he misses it.
Ooh, no.
Oh,
okay, so he's gonna do
rough.
the backup, because that's a good decision. Unfortunate. Yeah, you jump it over the pit. It can like bomb up in that wall and just jump over the pit. That's the easier method. It only loses like a couple seconds or so. One of the biggest reasons it saves time is because you don't have to kill these souls. You just go right to the room. Oh, fails the Dongo skip too.
Oh.
So the Dongo skip is a super jump followed immediately by a spin slash, which allows you to clink off the Dodongo. So this is pretty detrimental because SeYsEy really needs to play cleanly in order to catch up. Especially the TGH, who already kind of just plays cleanly by default.
Yeah, he's very consistent.
Like, freakishly consistent.
It's crazy. So now he's going to take a bunch of hits. And he'll hopefully end up at half a heart if Bow Wow allows it.
Nice.
Nice.
Bow Wow did allow it. He's not being a little ball of doom at this immediate moment.
I think
Reason
he's doing
he's-
like little movements as well to manip him not to eat it.
Yeah, you
Like-
kind of like wiggle your character, and that somehow makes Bow Wow think that, you know, it's like commands for him.
Yes. Stay.
You can actually train Bow Wow.
Who would have thought?
Imagine if you could train Bow Wow for Rooster Skip. That would be awesome.
If only.
So the reason why you're getting down to half heart is because you need to die here. Because that trick that just happened was Walrus Skip. So you do a bomb trigger, which is getting 2 bombs on screen at the same time within 4 frames of each other. Get that arrow, yeah. And then the game just kind of freaks out. This is heavily simplified. There's way more shit. The game just kind of freaks out and triggers like any cutscene on screen. And then, but the thing is, because you have Bow Wow, not Marin, which you need to normally do it, you lose all of your inputs except movement. And the only way to get rid of it is to die or enter a cave. And entering a cave sets your save point to a place we don't want it. We want to keep that save point from the cave just outside Animal Village. And so dying is the best way to go.
Dying is always the solution.
Now for the Armos Maze, which is where Bow Wow actually is helpful, and the only other place. But we'd still skip him if we could.
Yep. Really, you don't need these arrows either, if you're conservative.
Yeah,
But it's
But
more
it's-
about him getting stuff out of the way.
yeah, that too. If you're like really good with arrows, yeah, you don't really need them, but it's a pretty good chance that you're gonna screw up at least like 1 or 2 arrows, unless you're really good. Especially if you're going like really fast, you can actually miss. Plus, like, it's nice to have a couple extra for Death Eye at the end.
Yeah, for sure.
Bow Wow is just not doing his job.
He never does.
Okay, he gave me like 1 arrow.
He's fine. He has 5. That's like barely enough. Oh, TGH, please don't die.
Yeah, this whole gauntlet D6 is so treacherous. There's so many things that can kill you. Oh wow, first try. That's a little Jesus jump, which works pretty much the same way as Villa Skip, or a similar way, where you basically pause until you land on the water. However, it may just some differences, but okay, eating the cutscene just like that. I mean, what other monster does that? We're gonna see lots of Jesus jumps after D6.
It'll be a great time. Not painful at all.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Ooh, SeYsEy.
Yeah.
He's fine. Hopefully.
Yeah, the gist of a Jesus jump is that you pause on the frame that you hit water, and then you just do a jump out of the menu.
Ooh, TGH misses. Is that gonna miss again? Oh no.
It is.
That's rough.
Damn, okay, so he is hurting on arrow and possibly bomb count, depending
Mostly
on...
bombs, I think.
I mean, he's got one arrow now. He threw one by mistake.
I think you're still perfectly fine if you run out of arrows completely here.
Really, huh?
Yeah, you get a lot later on.
I mean, I guess if he really wanted to play it safe, he could get the pickup in D8. But I doubt he's going to do that.
Yeah, he's probably
He'd
not
probably-
gonna go for it.
It'd probably be faster to actually just shoot like 3 arrows on Death Eye just to play it safe, if he's concerned about it.
Yeah, we'll see what he does.
So you have a really strange super jump called the Shack Jump, which is like when you're pushed into an interactable object, like that key block, you can just do a little super jump. You don't need to be clipped for it. I believe it was the first super jump ever discovered.
Yeah, probably was. This was before the time of real super jumps, I think.
Alright, so here's...
Skill heads.
Third try. Oh, that's pretty
Such
good.
skilled.
Let's see, if SeYsEy gets first try, that'll be good, but otherwise he's still got lots of catching up to do.
Yeah. Ah, he was on the wrong pixel there. There it goes.
Yeah, if he was like 1 pixel higher, I think he would have solved.
No, he was too low.
No, I mean on the one that it successfully did.
Yeah, could be.
So Facade can be hit 3 times before the face even appears. But he
Thought he had
anticipated it too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
well, I
good
guess
try.
that's still, yeah, that's not terrible. So they're both almost neck and neck still. Almost.
Yes, SeYsEy can still catch up.
Yeah, I mean, there's still like tons of places that are really just they can just lose you so much time. We'll see about Rooster Skip. That's kind of a deciding area too, because you know, even if you play it well, you could still fall. Especially because Bow Wow can block your hookshot.
We love Bow Wow.
Get in the bomb
Really?
trigger. So you can do bomb triggers against transitions or in pits. Okay, this is the Jesus jumps.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do 3 jumps for this. At least 3 jumps.
Yeah, might have to do 4, or he just
Ooh.
falls. He is struggling here.
Yeah. So this
There
is
it goes.
these are the Jesus jump gauntlet, and this is just you could lose so much freaking time here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting firsties on every single one of these. First
Ooh.
on all 4. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so he sure made up for those fails by just nailing it.
Yeah, if only he'd done that the first time. Let's see how SeYsEy does here. Probably gonna have to do 3. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the strat where you only do 2 Jesus jumps is really hard to do. So
Okay, SeYsEy getting pretty clean ones still.
That was pretty
That'll
good.
help him because I don't think he failed the setup.
And now we're taking a stroll to D4. Because we love walking.
Yeah, and we're going to be entering this cave strictly to set a save point, because we're going to come back to it after opening D4. A little bit faster than the old method, where we would get the warp near D4 after D2. And then we just take it from Animal Village. Or was it from the one outside? Bobby?
I don't know.
I
One
forget
of the
now.
two.
It's been like 2 years since that strat was made. Now for Swag Cave, we're going to be hopefully seeing Obstacle Skip. I'm just going to request an instant TQ for anyone who doesn't do it.
I will personally DQ them.
Alright, TGH is safe. So D4 is the fastest dungeon. There are 2 main glitches that we see, but the rest of it is actually just jumping over pits that you're not supposed to be able to jump over, but it's actually really easy to do.
Yeah, I think
Like you don't even need the boots for them either.
I think the developers were vertically challenged.
Getting that Jesus jump first try as well. So there you go. You're supposed to come from the bottom, but you know. Yeah, you can do his Jesus jump. This is the first of the glitches. Another first try. Wow. Okay, so I guess he just needed to like warm up a little bit.
Right.
This puzzle room is different every single time. That is not the fastest pattern. If you get the fastest pattern, you're in luck. It's surprisingly quite a bit faster.
So it's also surprisingly rare.
Yeah. So SeYsEy also getting first try on that. Previously, we would just shoot a bomb arrow, but it's nice to save them. This is the other glitch. Just do a couple super jumps and you clink off that P hat. I'm merging P hat with clink. And call it a pink.
Think.
And there's say hi to Cravone at the bottom there.
Pay your respects.
Can we get an F in chat for respect?
If only you could hookshot down.
Whoa! Okay, he might be close enough. Yes, he is.
He's
So
fine.
just barely again. If you're right on the edge, you can actually dash out of that. He looked really far into the wall there, so I was concerned that he wasn't even going to make it at all.
So now we're going for a swim instead of a walk. With our singular flipper.
Man, it's a really good thing Bow Wow floats.
Right.
Because, like, we'd get completely screwed if he just sunk. And suddenly we lose Bow Wow. I guess he's not supposed to be in these 2D sections, so we just don't have him for them. Oh, if Rooster Skip was a 2D section, that would be great. That would be so nice. But then you couldn't do the hookshot jumps.
Mm-hmm.
Or could you?
Who knows?
You know, I kind of want to test that now to see if you can do hookshot jumps in 2D section.
Well, first there would have to be a pit. And pits and hookshot in 2D sections do weird things. In the sense that they mess up your subpixels so bad that you can't transition anymore.
I mean, I don't think you need a pit to test a hookshot jump. Do you? Is a pit actually required, or do you just need to be in the air?
Well, you can't hookshot in the air, so good luck.
Yeah, I guess it would be doable. Anyway, D5 is, there's just a lot of movement, and unfortunately we cannot skip Master Stolfos fights because we need the boomerang for that. And the boomerang just takes forever to get.
It does. It's so sad.
However, one nice thing about the first Master Stolfos is you can overkill him by shooting an extra bomb arrow into him and then you get a key.
You can actually do that on all of them. Or the first three, I guess. But it's just slow on the second and third.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even need the key anyway for those. There's like 2 routes you can take to get to the boss after getting the hookshot, and the one where you get the key is like a few seconds faster or something. We're coming up onto the dumb jump.
The jump that is dumb. That's the official description.
The reason for that is because you do it without the hookshot, and you're jumping over like 4 tiles, which is pretty precise. TGH not having any trouble whatsoever with it. So if SeYsEy really wants any hope of catching up, he basically needs to match TGH and hope TGH screws up.
Yeah, that's basically it. He's dependent on TGH making a mistake. Now we have the hookshot and we can go fight the boss.
Damn, that pit jump actually looks even faster. I think he did a diagonal in the air and still landed.
Interesting.
Yeah, the boss is, I think, the only area where you actually need the hookshot in order to progress. Which is unfortunate, because getting the hookshot loses so much time.
That's
Everywhere
a common
else...
theme.
Yeah, like everywhere else you can actually skip and get by without it. It's through like precise jumps or getting an extra key or something like that.
I mean, it's the same with the boots as well. And the level 2 bracelet you only need in D6 in like one place.
Yeah. Well, the level 2 bracelet's also advantageous for getting rid of the ghost.
That's true.
Which is actually the reason we do D6 before D4. It's literally just to get rid of the ghost, because that ghost is pain.
Magic Rot you could technically skip, but then you would have to get 20 seashells. To get
You
the
kill
level
Hothead
2
with the sword?
Oh yeah, with sword
Really?
beams.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now you know.
Yeah, but getting the magic rod is like still way faster.
Yeah, you could do it in 100% if Magic Rot wasn't required to get.
Yeah. There's always that small caveat that just like
Yeah.
makes the game just a little bit slower than you want it. We're always like mad about the things that we have to do. But then we add these restrictions like not being able to wrong warp or go out of bounds because the game is too broken if we don't add them. So it's like, we get mad when we can't skip things, but then we also get mad when the game's too fast.
Yeah, because then it's just dumb.
You know what I think it is? I think speedrunners just like making things slow so that they can make it faster later. It's like we enjoy that challenge of finding ways of making things faster. So we make it slow so that we can have that challenge. Because like in the regular 80%, when you can just wrong warp, you just go in the doghouse and you beat the game in under 5 minutes if you get good RNG.
How about this? This might be a bit of a stretch, right? But what if we make these rules so we play more than 3 minutes? So TGH coming up on Rooster Skip. Let's see if Bow Wow decides no.
Be nice, Bow. Actually, no, be mean. I want SeYsEy to win.
Ooh, double first.
Oh, I double firsties, man.
Nice.
Okay, so that was hookshot jumps. And that happens because when the hookshot fully retracts, you have a single frame where you can actually do a jump. And yeah, so that means you have a 60th of a second to time that. However, if you're not over the center of the pit, you can actually just immediately hookshot if you don't get the jump. But double firsties, that's twice he just did a frame perfect trick on the first try. And yeah, Bow Wow can block the hookshot. It's also possible to buffer it by like doing some save and quit menus and then a map buffer, and you get just the right amount of frames to have the hookshot be in the right place. SeYsEy almost getting double firsties. Both clean. Yeah, so Bow Wow was nice to both of them. And therefore we like him.
No, we still don't like him.
After Rooster Skip, I don't really care. I like him because he eats this cutscene too. And he doesn't really get in the way in any way afterward. Where do you where do you hook Bow Wow to get into the dungeon? Because he doesn't join you, you know? So like he's gotta be chained up to something.
Good
but I don't see any poles or anything outside the dungeon.
You just bury him into the ground, probably. And then dig him up again.
Or maybe he really is a good boy and you just say stay and he stays.
Nah.
So bomb triggers just ruin D7. And by ruin I mean like it breaks it. It's so much faster than using the ball. And this is like one of the shorter dungeons because of these bomb triggers. We have a ball with a fuse. That's way better than just a big metal ball that you throw at a pillar.
Now let's see, will it be first try or 50th? There is no in between.
Oh, it's gonna be 50th. This is Goomba Surf. He needs that top Goomba to move to the right. And then he's going to do a super jump. A naked super jump where he's already facing away from the wall. And, what was that?
There.
What was that?
I mean, to be fair, he's just stayed there for way too long.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
This is good for SeYsEy, because SeYsEy gets first try. He's got some hope.
Yeah, this is the horror of D7. Yeah, with a good Goomba surf, SeYsEy could catch up, maybe.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's not really many other places where you lose a bunch of time if you screw up. Oh, first try! Wow! This is it!
He is still
just...
pretty far behind, but it's possible again.
That was a major catch-up, though. That was pretty significant.
Oh yeah. That was like 30, 40 seconds, probably.
I'm not sure how many times you have to fail Goomba Surf in order to lose time. Like 15 seconds worth or something. Is it 4?
Yes.
Okay, so TGH would have been faster to do the P-Hat clink.
Way faster.
I mean, that was kind of already obvious, but... Apparently his splits also had a terrible Goomba Surf. Because he actually gained time on that.
Yeah. So it seems like they're about 30 seconds apart now.
By the way, some of you may be wondering how on earth we just shot the hookshot through the ground. That's just something you can do if you don't enter certain screens throughout the map, or like the general game. And it's the simplest way of saying is like if you don't enter those screens, then you don't need to save and quit at some point before the boss. But because we did enter one of those screens, we save and quit before when we enter Rooster Skip Cave, because if you fall, then you just go back to the beginning of the cave instead of outside and having to go all the way around. So all those places where we just use the hookshot, you don't actually need them there. You can do just gigantic pit jumps and some buffers and maybe the mushroom and stuff. I think the mushroom might be required.
You know what I just realized? If it wasn't for rupees, they would be in sync, almost.
Yeah. Yeah, the rupees... I guess you could blame the rupees for... Well, I don't know.
SeYsEy lost 25 seconds there to TGH.
Yeah, and then TGH lost like 30 seconds from Goomba Surf to SeYsEy.
Oh, well, yeah.
So bomb trigger to open up the gate, and then you can just run through the head because the head doesn't have a hitbox until the neck is fully extended. And by the way, clipping into the wall also allows you to do flame skip, so you don't even need the level 2 shield. Which is literally the only reason you would even need it casually. Alright, so he's going to line himself up with that and do that. So he has hookshot on B and feather on A, and that allows him to do a really fast hookshot for some reason, and it gives him enough speed to clip through that key block. I do not remember the German name.
It's cool.
Both getting clean hookshot. Alright, so TGH is indeed not getting the pickups, so he's confident in his arrow count.
He's going into the egg with 19.
I wonder if he knows how far ahead he is.
Maybe.
I wonder... Yeah, he would still be ahead if he got the pickups, but, you know, there's... Then the gap is close enough that, like, anything could shift the balance.
Yeah.
So I guess he also wants to maintain his lead. Take the chance. He's probably got enough arrows.
So SeYsEy has a lot more arrows. I wonder if he's going to do the bomb arrows in D2. That could gain him a little bit of time.
So that was Roomba Surf, where you move the Roomba while jumping around, which you can do. You can, if you do jumps while moving the Roomba, you actually move. And then it's kind of tricky, but there's various methods. Everybody has like a different way of moving the Roomba and also themselves at the same time. Some will do a simpler way where you just like set up a dash jump, and then you jump when the Roomba's just moving straight to the right. Nice one cycle there.
Nice.
Oh man, if he opened the save and quit menu when the regular start menu when he killed the boss, he could get a white screen. That would kill the run for him. Yeah, that's happened to me before.
Ah, that's awful. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, he was literally a frame away. You might not get it, but there's a chance you can.
I know there's some weird stuff that you can do if you open the map, and then, like, the text box opens over the map.
What is SeYsEy doing?
He's jumping in. Clearly.
Okay,
Because
I
he
thought he
can't.
was gonna do like a Jesus jump or something, but he can't because he has the flipper. Once you get the flipper, Jesus jumps don't work.
They do on lava.
Well, I guess, yeah, they do. Because the game doesn't put you in the lava.
Mm-hmm. Nice Goomba surf there.
I hate this room so much.
Oh, he's doing bomb arrows? Ah, he messed up. Oh, he's risking it all. My god. Okay, he's switching.
Yeah, he does not want to risk that.
See what SeYsEy does. Ah, TGH is struggling in these rooms.
Yeah, he's got a healthy enough lead though that
Yeah.
I think he'd probably have to fail the manip in order to lose at this point. Or maybe he won't be clipped in the wall and have to do another phase of this. So this boss has a quick kill where you actually break the pot on the first throw by clipping into the wall and just facing left, and just for whatever reason that just breaks the pot. Something about the pot being high enough into the wall that it just breaks instantly.
I think it just
Just
takes 3 hits at once. Because it bounces through the layers of the wall.
Huh.
So it looks like SeYsEy is having a very clean D2 so far.
Indeed. Yeah, oh man, it is just about neck and neck at this point. It's like maybe neck and chest or something.
Neck and chest. Yeah, it's about 25 seconds. Oh, he golded that. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very clean.
Alright, let's stay silent for the national anthem. All rise. And, yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen a race where both players were doing the national anthem at the same time. This is definitely close. TGH basically has to mess up pretty significantly on this fight in order to
He
lose.
could get completely screwed by Deathel.
That's a good point. Deatheye could just screw him over by just not opening up.
Doesn't happen often that he just doesn't open, but it happens sometimes. almost matched through all of his bombs there.
Yeah, but he knows the slash method if he does.
Well, yeah.
I think he did it in
does.
his world record run. So, yeah, that was a blob quick kill, where you just have the blob land on your sword when you're on a very specific pixel. And now he's going to be adjusting his positioning around Aghanim and going onto very specific positions in order to always get an energy ball from him.
Let's see if he gets the last one.
Yeah,
There it goes. Now we fight Moldorm. This time, he's not a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's like... that Moldorm is... He takes more hits, but he's, like, considerably easier. Like, even if you fail the stun lock, it's still way easier.
Yeah. 18 arrows.
That's plenty.
It is. But the possibilities are endless.
Alright, so far Death Eye is being really nice. Oh, he only got 3
He's
hits
just
on that.
blinking. Now he's stopped, of course, on the last one. Typical.
Always does.
Yeah, and then he does this. He always does this.
Alright, come on. Come on, Death Eye.
There it goes.
TGH win. Oh yeah, see that, it's not being nice for SeYsEy.
Can't believe
now
my
you-
predictions were wrong. So TGH finishes with a time of 50:38.
Very close run.
Yep. Very close. And at the same time, SeYsEy finishes with 50:57. So that's
Crazy, within
20
30 seconds.
seconds.
Great race.
Crazy. Looks like they will both be coming in. And here is SeYsEy. GG.
Hey, thank you.
Put down a very solid
Dude, that
time.
was... You guys
Yeah.
were like 20 seconds of each other.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I've done. Played pretty well, except D3, but other than that, I'm happy with that.
What about your rupees?
Damn, dude, I was so mad. Before the race, I was like, okay, just please a sub 2 and the shop, I will be okay with that. I don't want to be 20 seconds behind right after rupees, and that happened. I was
Yeah,
a bit
you were
mad, but
30 seconds behind.
yeah, I tried to focus to still do a good run. Yeah, I'm still happy with what I've done.
Yep. It's a very good time, still at 50.
Yeah, that was my goal before the race, getting a sub 51 at least. So yeah, happy with that.
Now, both of you were... there was quite a bit of a gap until Goomba Surf. And then TGH got like 50th try and SeYsEy got first try.
Oh, damn.
And here is TGH. GG on the win. Congrats.
Yo, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
GG, TGH.
Hey, thanks, SeYsEy. GG's. Great race.
Yeah,
Really
it
was.
was a good race.
That was really fun to watch.
Yeah, it was interesting because you guys' RNG kind of cancelled out. When SeYsEy had really bad rupees and then TGH had like 10th try Goomba Serve. It was interesting.
Yeah, the Goomba Surf was interesting because I've never seen all 3 of them troll me in that room. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like, literally all 3 of them were just like teasing me. And then one of them knocked me out of the clip, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. y'all don't want me to get to the boss.
Typical.
But everything else was decent though. Honestly, like I felt like I had like just the right amount of nervous energy for this race and was able to execute really well.
Yeah, the Jesus jumps are a bit, after D6 were a bit rough at first too,
Yeah.
but then all of a sudden you just nailed every single one after.
I don't
Literally
know
every
what-
single one.
I don't know what happened on like I got some muscle memory mixed up like coming out of D6 and I instead of jumping off the cliff I did something else and then drowned and then just got like 4 straight frame perfect Jesus jumps and then went into D4 and got 2 straight frame perfect Jesus jumps in D4. I was like, all right, let's go. I guess that cancels out.
Yeah, I was thinking like you just needed to warm up.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering like what my D4 from entrance to instrument touch time was because like that was probably one of the best D4s I've had.
Yeah, it was clean.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at it.
Yeah, I also saw you struggle a little bit in D6 with the Wiz robes.
That's been
That was-
happening to me lately. Okay, so before I came back to LADX, I have never thrown that bomb too early for the wizards. Like I don't know what's going on in that room lately, but like I've been throwing that bomb too early, and before then, like I didn't even know you could throw that bomb too early. Like I guess my
Yeah, I
timing
didn't know
is
either.
too good in the room. I need to wait a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird. That room's weird. Yeah, other than that, I think you both put down very solid times. Anyone else have any final comments so we can wrap this thing up?
think I'm good.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah, thanks to all who are responsible for putting this tournament on, and thanks to ZSR for restreaming. Thanks to y'all for commentating. Pretty sure Xander pretty much headed the way in terms of organization for this tournament. So thanks to you, and yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching as well.
Then I will join in those things, and yeah, GG's to both runners, and thank you to both our commentators, Interesting and Zender. We are going to be raiding over to ZeldaSpeedRuns main here in a moment, which has an Ocarina of Time randomizer random settings match. So, if you're interested in that, just stick around. Later today, in about an hour, is Majora's Mask randomizer weekly. 2 hours after that will be an Ocarina of Time bingo tournament match. If you're interested in some more non-randomizer Zelda action. We might have... so that's at 2 PM Eastern. We might have a Zelda 2 randomizer tournament match at 3 PM Eastern, and at 3:30 PM Eastern we will have the Skyward Sword randomizer weekly race. Followed then by the Ocarina of Time randomizer weekly at 6 PM Eastern, and another match of this tournament at 8 PM Eastern. That will be Astronomers vs Dragon Core. So yeah. Keep an eye on our schedule for all of that. And with that, thank you for watching. Bye.